Hello students, welcome to Sir classes. In this video, I'll be solving IIT JAM 2018 statistics questions for you. And for more solutions, you can keep checking our next videos. So now let's start with question number 5. In question number 5, we are given that x is a random variable. We are also given that x has a PDF which gives us function of x is equals to alpha to the power p by gamma of p multiplied by e to the power minus alpha x multiplied by x to the power p minus 1 when x is greater than equal to 0, alpha greater than 0 and p greater than 0, and it is 0 otherwise. So from this we can conclude that x, that is the random variable, follows a gamma distribution with parameters p and alpha. Again, in case of gamma distribution, we know that we can calculate the expectation of x as p by alpha. We are also given the expectation of x as 20 in the question. And for a gamma distribution, we can have variance of x is equals to p by alpha square, and in the question we are given that variance of x is equals to 10. So we can simply put that p by alpha square is equals to 10. So now we can say p by alpha is equals to 20 and p by alpha square is equals to 10. So from this we can conclude that p by alpha square is equals to 20 by alpha, and this gives us alpha is equals to 2. So definitely p will be equals to 20 multiplied by 2, that is equals to 40. So we get that p is equals to 40 and alpha is equals to 2. What we are asked in the question is to calculate the value of alpha and p. So we can conclude that, let me add a page. The value of alpha is equals to 2 and value of p is equals to 40. So alpha and p is equals to 2 and 40. Our option is option number B. So B is the correct option. Let's move on to the next question, and the next question is question number 7. So we are said that x1, x2 and x3 are IID, that is independent identical distribution, and they are random variables. The distribution follows U, that is uniform distribution, with parameters 0 and 1. We are about to calculate the value of expectation of x1 plus x2 by x1 plus x2 plus x3. So let's see how do we approach this. Now let us take that x1, x2, x3 and this way xn are IID random variables. Also we take that x1, x2, x3 to xm are IID random variables. So what do we mean by IID? IID is independent identical distribution. This does not mean it is referring to one random variable. This is referring to different random variables which are following identical distribution, but they do not have any connection with each other. That is why they are said to be independent. So Now we have given two series that follows independent identical distribution. So now we can write that Sm is equals to x1 plus x2 plus so on. We can write it as xm, and Sn is equals to x1 plus x2 plus, and it carries on to xn. Now by linearity of expectation we can write that expectation of summation of xi by Sn, where the value of I is 1 to n, is equals to summation of expectation of xi by Sn. Here also I is equals to 1 to n. Here I is equals to 1 to n. This is because of the symmetry, that is expectation of xi by Sn is equal to expectation of xj by Sn for each xn, for each I and j belonging to 1 to n. 1 to n. Now let me add a page. Hence now we can conclude that expectation of summation of xi by Sn is equals to 1 to n, and we have already calculated the value of expectation of summation of xi by Sn as summation of expectation of xi by Sn. This equals to 1, and this gives us 1 by n is equals to 1. So we can say that, let me remove this. Yes. Summation of expectation of xi by Sn is equals to 1. This gives us where summation of I is equal to 1 to n, and this results into n multiplied by expectation of xi by Sn is equals to 1. So expectation of xi by Sn is equals to 1 by n. Now we need to calculate expectation of Sm by Sn. This gives us summation of expectation of xi by Sn, where the limit of summation is I1 to m, and this results into m by n. Now in the question we are given expectation of x1 plus x2 by expectation of x1 plus x2 plus x3 to calculate the value. Now as we have already seen that expectation of Sm by Sn is equals to m by n, so we can write this as 2 by 3. You can approach this sum by applying this rule now. So for doing this kind of sum you can directly apply this method of expectation of Sm by Sn is equal to m by n. So our answer is 2 by 3, that is option number C is the correct one. Thank you for watching the video. For more solutions of IIT JAM you can keep on watching our next video. Stay tuned and keep checking.